What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sparks back at it. And just to double check that I am live. Does it not show? Come on. Okay, so I am live. Good. It did work. Awesome. Yitty fucking skitty. Alright, it is your boy Edward back at it. I am the head coach of the New York Jets. Last week did not go so well for us. We lost at the last second against the Atlanta Falcons, but this is just preseason. So we should be good to go. You know what? Yeah, let's just start trading. It will be after we get gold and all or most or whatever practice we will be doing is when we will sim them.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up, and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it.
Yep.
Now set. Ready?
All right, guys. Yes. Got it.
Down to go. Now set. Ready? Hut. Down to go. Down. Ready? Down to go. Down. Ready? Down to go.
Bitch. Continue. I was gonna say that's just a tutorial.
Ready?
Alright.
Down to go. Now set. Ready? Hut. Down to go.
And touchdown.
Now set. Ready? Hut. Down to go. Now set. Ready?
I need to fucking lob balls. Like that.
Now set. Ready? Down to go.
And you ain't touching me.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You're taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
We did okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ready?
Oh my god. Can I skip tutorial? Skip tutorial.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ready? Down to go. Now set. Ready? Hut. Ready? Go. You ready? Get over the ball.
Shit, he trying to take out knees.
Down. Ready? Hut. Ready? Hut. Go.
Okay. And as you guys can hear, I have the music turned all the way down. That is because even that this was a stream, YouTube wouldn't have a problem with it, and fucking give me strikes for having music. So, no more music. Sorry. Damn.
Hurry. Now set. Ready, hut. Now go.
Yep, drop that ball.
Now set. Ready. Ready, go. Get up, get set. Let's go.
Sec.
Let's go. Ready, hut. Ready, go.
All right.
Let's go. Ready, hut. Ready, hut, go. Hurry up. Here we go. Ready? Now go. Here we go.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. Now set.
Shit.
Ready, hut, go.
Why couldn't you pick that?
Now set. Ready, hut. Ready, hut, go.
Sack again.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, hut, go. Let's go. Now set. Ready?
All right.
Ready, hut.
And we got silver. All right. It took us a minute to get it, but we got it together. We already got a bit better. We still have the right side of our line is still bad. Our fullback, I don't really deal with having a fullback on the field all that often. What's really gonna suck for us is having God. Sorry. I blanked there for a second. Having the right side of our line be a little off. We are ready. Let's get into the game. I want to get a win, period. We also need to get our ground game working well, because it was damn near non-existent last week. We need to get our first string receivers into the game.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the New York Jets.
Oh, and we had a short week.
39-year-old quarterback Josh McCown take on Alex Smith and the Washington Redskins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just a few moments ago, it was the Redskin defense being introduced, and the largest cheers went for their Pro Bowl quarterback, Josh Norman, as he and his guys get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Welcome in, everyone, alongside Charles Davis.
Actually shocked they didn't make
Gaudin.
him.
So you've got 1 week of preseason games in the books. Now you start to really
we getting the
assess
ball?
some of the vets and, of course, some of the young players.
I'll
You're
take it from the
exactly
middle.
right, because now there's a week's worth of film out there for everyone to watch. And for guys who may or may not make these particular teams, that film will be out there around the league, so maybe they can catch on somewhere else if they have to. But this will be a lot of fun to see how much time the veterans play versus how much time the young guys get.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, amazingly in his 17th year now, Josh McCown.
And Josh McCown knows how to prepare, knows the ins and outs of playing the position. They're actually hoping they can squeeze another year of production out of him. But really where he'll be worth his weight in gold, mentoring Sam Darnold, the #3 pick out of USC. They can get him on the field early with some tutoring from McCown. That's where McCown will earn his keep for the New York Jets.
Throwing on first is McCown. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll
God
fall
damn,
incomplete.
guys.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen,
Winter
you gotta
Shell,
feed 'em first.
step up y'all
But if
fucking
you do,
game.
you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. McCown again on 2nd and 10. And the defense has
And
it
it's a
covered.
fucking
It's
pick.
intercepted.
A pick
It's
six.
linebacker Zach Brown.
Are you
And he
fucking
will
kidding me?
score. Touchdown, Washington. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now McCown to try again after the pick 6. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's able to get out to the 32
All right.
down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. McCown to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Colin Walford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Let's try for Anderson.
McCown now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well
Blitz
The fuck?
down he goes. Mason Foster.
Really, guys?
Surge there. He drops
Already?
it for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Redskins defense going to take...
No. How the hell? Challenge play,
On the
bitch.
turnover on downs. So we're going to have a challenge. Remember, last year the tablet was introduced. Most people seem to be happy with how that went, so it's back for 2018.
Yeah, and I thought it helped speed up the process a little bit, to be honest with you. I thought it was terrific that they were able to get that done. Anything you can do to take some of the lulls out of the game and keep it moving, both for the players and, of course, for fan interest, I'm in favor of it.
And for us, too.
No doubt.
Oh, you bitch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's
How?
almost like
I have
baseball.
no
Guys
idea.
at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted,
Yep.
of course, and that moves him back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's
Damn.
Richardson. And he
Almost
gets
had
this
that bitch picked.
inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Thompson.
Bitch, you ain't going nowhere.
Play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has
All
a
right,
chance of
guys.
fulfilling that. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's Smith. And Reed
Over.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Hopkins'
And
kick
bitch
is
made it.
good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken
right.
about 7 yards deep. And he's able to
shit.
get across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to
Oh,
go
yeah.
for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what
You
happened
think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the left side,
Yeah.
the tight end Walford. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Bitch.
So a decent game, but
Still
all for
first down.
naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Working from the gun, McCown. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
All right.
On second down, here's McCown.
Fucking bitch.
Intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now whistles
the
and a
fuck?
flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
Not even what I was trying to do.
5 yards as the defense jumps.
Trying to change fucking people.
No, it's an
Really?
anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Now that'll be tipped.
Yeah.
Intercepted. Picked off
Finally.
by
Shit.
linebacker Avery Williamson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until
Really?
it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Meanwhile, now McCown has his pass knocked away and incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Both players had a
Gotta
shot
be
down.
fucking kidding me.
Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. This, of course, week 2 of the preseason, but we did have a couple of teams that got the extra game. The Hall of Fame game was played on a Thursday this year between Arizona and Dallas.
Yeah, and they welcomed in this year's Hall of Fame class of 2017. And what a class it was. Morton Anderson, the kicker, Terrell Davis, Kenny Easley, Jerry Jones, Jason Taylor, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Kurt Warner.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the two sides will make the long walk to the other end of the field. 10-zip our score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout.
Uh-huh. All right, come on, guys.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
23 yards on the play.
What
now
the?
Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
This is fucking
and
bullshit.
He will have 1st down yardage as he's
Come
brought down
on,
at the
guys.
41.
What the fuck are we doing zone plays?
There, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains.
The fuck was that?
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Why the fuck are we
Buster Screen
running
is
so many
able to
zone
bring him
plays?
down.
I know this ain't my
I call
scheme.
that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
See what happens when
They
we
converted twice
run a
on
play
3rd
that
down
fits my
drive
scheme?
already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And we shift our focus to Isaiah Crowell. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside.
Bitch, you're gonna swallow.
Down to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, a run with Thompson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
What the fuck?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Are these controls that fucking sensitive?
Defensively, maybe a little too.
I can't even change a player without getting a fucking flag.
When we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's
Again, why the fuck we running zone?
Get out of his hands quicker.
All right, this is starting to piss me the fuck off. Are you?
I
didn't even hit a button.
Flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end.
Still
I think they got
down.
the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 3 yards out. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Josh McCown ready to head back out there. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. They'll run it again with Crowell.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd and long, it's McCown. Oh, he almost intercepted.
Of course.
They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Crowder. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
What the fuck was
You
that?
put together a game plan on offense. You put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario,
Encroachment,
right?
defense.
Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we
Still
have
first
to go
down.
to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Escaping the pressure right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice game.
Out to the left here to Reed. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now
really?
Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So, getting
that's gonna move them
back down to a normal view by pressing RT is what has been making them jump. Fucking bullshit.
Change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Nope. I am fucking done. Fast motherfucker. Yep. Oh shit, they actually fucking scored. Let's go back. Let's see if they piss me off some more.
Here we go now.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
How did we miss hitting his ass?
Hogan now throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Hogan, it's a short one here, complete to the tight end, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Hogan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with a football and the lead as we start the 4th. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Darius Stewart now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right, come on.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Complete to Stewart, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Yep.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. First down, this is Rawls. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this
Fucking hell.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And when it's said and done,
really?
It's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Darnold now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Preston Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's in. Complete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Day.
Well, no matter what this says, I think I'm going to go talk to Mr. Johnson and ask if I can either get traded or get a release. Because this team, no matter what I've tried to do, just keeps going downhill. But we will see about that later. For this week has come to an end. I'd like to thank you guys for coming out. Please come by later. Check us out again. See if something has changed. If anything's changed, really. And who knows? Might be getting the W next week. Hell, might be wearing different colors. Who knows? Anyway, thank you all for coming out. It has been fun. It's been real. You know what it is. Peace. I'm out, y'all.